Hey guys, and welcome to the beautiful island of Isla Paradisa, the world that was released with Island Paradise for The Sims 3. I'm Sim Sugar, and I'm here to share with you my Let's Play. Now, this is my first video that I've ever made of a Let's Play, and I'm excited, really excited. Now, Island Paradise has been out for a while, as we will all know, being Sims fans. And I have toyed about with it, I have played, but there's certain features I haven't experienced because I do want to focus on them on this Let's Play. It's probably my favourite expansion pack, without a doubt, without comparison. I absolutely love the new features that it comes with, I love the world that it comes with. I like the fact that you can go scuba diving. I love how bright it is, how really beautiful it is. And if you haven't seen it and this is your first video, I would highly recommend it. Now, I know I said that this is my first Let's Play, but before you click off thinking that I'm just some sort of newbie and won't know what I'm talking about, I have been a Sims fan since the beginning. Since The Sims 1, when I used to play it on dial-up internet. Yeah, I kind of am that old. Not too old, but I remember dial-up. And that is what was around whenever The Sims 1 was started. So anyway, revealing probably too much about that, I want to jump in and get this Let's Play started. So this is the world, and you've probably all seen it if you do have it. And this is it. I think it's absolutely gorgeous. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in and I'm going to create my household, and I'll pick up with that with you at that point. Okay, I'll see you in a moment. Okay, so I've created my sim now, and this is her, and her name is Arwen Andrews. Now I know you're probably thinking, why just one sim? But what I have decided to do along with this Let's Play is to do a legacy challenge at the same time. Obviously it's been out for a while now, so Let's Plays have been done a lot by many different simmers and YouTubers, so I decided to, put my own spin on it and do the legacy challenge, which is something I've always wanted to do. If you don't know what the legacy challenge is, I will put the rules in the main box below, so please check that out. But in a nutshell, you start with one sim, and you have to build a 9-generation family from that one sim, who is your founder. And this is my founder, and the founder can be male or female depending on what you want. I'm going with her, Arwen Andrews. You start off as well very meagre budget, which is 1,800 simoleons, so it's practically nothing when you consider that needs to buy you a house to stay in. And you can buy your piece of land, but once you bought your piece of land, you have to build your house with 1,800 and no more. So it's very meagre. But this might be quite good for us because we'll be able to use a whole resort function. So let's get into Arwen. So Arwen is originally from Sunset Valley, and she's a single lady, and she's came to Isla Paradisa to find her prince. She's hoping to find someone on the island who will love her for who she is, and we're going to make her up as we go along. I've not done her personality yet, so I will be doing that. So I thought I would show you her outfits. Now I have done a full video on all the items that you get in the Create a Sim and a separate one in the Build and Buy, so if you've not seen them, I do highly recommend you check them out. I will link them again in the description below, and you'll be able to get a detailed look at each of the items. So this is her everyday look. So I have used the hairstyle that came with this expansion pack, which I really like. I think it's cute as anything. And that's her up close, isn't she pretty? And the top is from this expansion pack, but I have customised the colours from it, so I made it a bit lighter, a bit brighter than the ones that came with it. The skirt is just a jean skirt, and I'm really sorry I can't remember the expansion, but you can leave a comment below if you know. And the flip-flops that she's wearing is from the base pack, so I really like it. It's a cute everyday outfit, just nothing too formal, she's not thought too much about it, but she looks really nice. For her formal wear, what I have done is I've changed up the hairstyle to an updo that came from Sunlit Ties, which I absolutely love. It's one of the best hairstyles. It is gorgeous, perfect, and it's really nice for formal wear. And then this dress, which is gorgeous. I would love it. In fact, I do have a dress quite similar without the big flower on the side, and I do think it's gorgeous. And the shoes are from Late Night, and Late Night, on a side note, does have some of the nicest shoes that we've had in any expansion pack, so I tend to use, and you will see in my Let's Plays, I tend to use late night shoes quite a bit. So sleepwear then, what we have going for is just a really casual sleepwear. We've not got a romantic interest, we've not got anyone to, share our life just yet. So maybe once we do, we will change it up to something a little bit more sexy. But currently, she's just going to be probably like 90% off us, just in a really sloppy outfit. But cute at the same time. Athletic wise, don't know how often we'll see in it, so I just left it at the pre-made one because I actually thought for once the pre-made one was actually quite nice. And for swimwear, I have customised one of the bikinis that came with this, which is this gorgeous leopard print number. I've done leopard print at the top with some black bottoms, and I don't know why those sunglasses are still on her, so I'm going to have to remove them because she looks like a Elton John fan. Nothing wrong with Elton John fans, but don't particularly want it in my game. So we'll just remove them for now. Outerwear I'm not going to bother about because I'm taking off the snow, rain and hail. We don't want none of that on our tropical island. No, we do not. So personality wise then, so I'm just going to add some traits to her now. What I do want to do is let you see the new ones. The new ones, let me have a look, let me find it. So I did have it. Right, we'll go to the all. Right, where are we? So let's go. What we're going to make her? Okay, now because it is our founder sim and we will be playing with her for a while, we do want her to be really nice. We want her to be friendly.
Have a grabbit.
I dare say probably family orientated as well.
Oh.
They're not new ones. We've all probably used them a lot. Loves to swim is one of the new ones. So these sims are like fish in the sea and getting a special joy being in the water. So I am going to do that one. That's one of the new ones that comes with it. The other one that comes with it is Sailor. And that is, sailors love the open sea and would much rather be on a boat than land. Their aquatic experience means they are better at catching fish and are less likely to get seasick. But we're not choosing that for her. And that is the two, I believe, that do come with it. If you do see other ones that I've not mentioned, again, don't feel shy. Comment below. I love getting comments, so please do comment and let me know exactly what you think. Now, what we are going to make her is a bit over emotional. I've decided that's going to be her difficult trait. Why can I not find things today? Right, we'll just have to go in here. I'm going to make her a bit over emotional. And look. Some of these things are so funny, and we'll make her have a good sense of humour. So she'll be fairly easy, I think, to kind of get on with. I think she definitely will be. So that is her. Now we're going to make her a deep sea diver. So we want her to master the diving skill and earn 40,000 simoleons from selling diving collectibles because we will need the money. So the bottom of the ocean hides treasures and creatures never seen by land-dwelling sims. Only the bravest and foolhardy divers can survive the deadly deep and search for underwater riches. Be sure to bring your oxygen tank. We absolutely will. Okay, sushi, no, I don't like sushi, so we'll go for pancakes. And beach party and island life are two of the new music styles. So we'll go for beach party and we'll make her favourite colour, my favourite colour, turquoise, and we'll keep her as a Leo. So that is her, that is our founder sim. And as I said earlier, she's originally from Sunset Valley. She's here to find her prince. And let's get this Let's Play on the go.
Rafia.
Don't know if you can hear my phone in the background, so I'm just going to silence that. Also, if you do hear any old-fashioned music, I don't know what my mic will pick up, but if you do hear any old-fashioned music, my neighbour is in the garden and has a penchant for old music, so I do feel that sometimes I'm in an episode of Mad Men because it's gorgeous weather outside and he's just blasting it away. So if you hear that, I do apologise. Okay, so moving back to our sim. Choose a place to live. Now, part of the legacy is you do choose the biggest plot of land you can find, and this one is 64 by 64 and it's 77 Paradise Road. So that is the one that's going to be our home, our gorgeous home. and we will dive right in there. Now, obviously, it is only 8,000 simoleons, therefore we are left with 8,308 simoleons. So we will need to use the money cheat to not to give us more money, but to get our money down. So I'm going to pause her just now, and we'll have a look at our abode. We don't have really anything apart from a gorgeous view, absolutely gorgeous view. So let's go in with the kind of housekeeping first of all, and we will go in and take off fall, spring, and winter. Okay, we might leave spring, but I don't want hail, rain, snow, or fog. I don't want any of them. So we'll go for spring and summer, and we'll put it in Celsius because I am from Scotland in the UK, so it makes it a lot easier for me to tell the temperatures if it's in Celsius than Fahrenheit. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to jump in real quick and take the money down, and then we will catch up and decide where our life will begin with our lovely Arwen Andrews. Back in a sec. Okay, so as you can see, that's our money gone. So we're now down to a measly £1,800, simoleons even, not pounds, and a huge plot of land. Now, as I said, I have played this before, but one thing I have not played is the resort owner, simply because I knew I wanted to do this with you guys on my Let's Play. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually make use of the resort, and because I don't have that much money, I'm going to practically live at the resort because you can get free food and shelter. So we'll be homeless and we'll live at our job for probably a few days till we see. So what is her want? So she wants to learn the scuba diving skill, most definitely. Go snorkeling, absolutely. Anything else? Not at the moment. What is she doing? She is streaming a video on her phone. Okay, and really affecting her fun quite a lot. Good for her. Okay, so let's go and purchase the resort. So we'll go into our phone. As far as I'm aware, you go into the travel services and become a resort owner. And that is what she's doing. What does she want to do? Learn the writing skill? Okay, so the once popular beach resort was a prime vacation hotspot of days past. It has recently hit some rough times and is in need of competent management and facility renovations. The city needs your help. Would you like to take on the responsibility of owning and running this resort? Absolutely. I will accept this. And we will, what can we call this? Let's just go with that name, Hobart Hideaway, which is pretty horrendous, but let's just go for that, and then what we'll do is as we go along, we will actually set our task, our mind. So if you have an idea, let me know. So these are the islands. So let's go and find our resort. So if you haven't seen it, here's a sort of overview. So we have here the Costa Verde Corp and the Elisa bookstore. So you've got the business side of things here. We've got a gym over here, the Palms Gym, the Sweetwater Pool, and plus the Tradewind Spa and Bistro as well. And you've got the Plaza Park, the Blue Sky Movie Theatre, the Nautical Museum. We might check that out. That might be quite interesting for a day out. Community Fire Department and the Town Hall, which has got the police and the military. Hospital, stadium, and the school. Okay, so the stadium and the school are together, and the Weatherstone is down by the school. Okay, some fishing spots, some other resorts. That's El Pocho Sparkling Sands Resort. So let's just go, and here we've got the Seaside Stuff Art Gallery. So we've got a couple of locations that we could visit, and here is our resort, Hobart's Hideaway on the smaller island. And a beach over here, Bella Vista Beach, Barney's Salon and Tattoo, Fortunate Fishing, Land Grab Sell and Swap, and the diner, etc. And then Rebecca's Cafe. Awesome. So let's go to Hobart's Hideaway. So let's visit this resort and see how we get on. So let's see where she is. So let's go. Let's start this Let's Play, and let's go and see where we are. Oh, here he comes. She's just going to run past him or her, whoever it is. We're not going to university. I am going to do a university let's play because come on, I was following her. I know you're the university mascot. I will come to university, but Arwen won't. But I will, I promise. Don't be offended, but we've somewhere to be. So she's in the water taxi. Got to love the water taxi. Oh no, I didn't want to do that. I meant to do that, yes, to get a view. And we're going through houses. So I do absolutely love this island, and oh goodness. Oh my goodness, we're going super fast. Let's go fast. Let's go fast. I hope none of you get seasick. We're cruising past islands. My goodness, we are quite far away from this resort. Should have perhaps considered this, but never mind. Where are we now? In case she's running. She's running her little socks off. Yeah, so anyway, as I was saying, I absolutely love this expansion pack. And I do plan on doing a university one as well, which I also really enjoyed. Surprisingly, because university in Sims 2 wasn't such a huge fan. But I actually really do like it in this one. So this is a resort. Okay, so needless to say, let's just pause this because I don't want to waste any time that she has by looking around things. So this is our gorgeous resort. Imagine if you booked a holiday and this is where you ended up. Apart from the view, okay, I'll grant that it is right on the beach, so that definitely, I mean, that's gorgeous. That is gorgeous. So it does have that going for it, but I think you'd be slightly taken aback and probably more than a bit disappointed if you did have to see this. But anywho, moving on. So there's some people in the resort, which is good. Over here you have the eating area, which at the moment has one buffet table and an indoor area. And then up top here we have a seating area with trash. So we need to sort that out. We need to sort that out pronto. That's part of my idea as well, is trying to keep this 1800 simoleons, to kind of help my resort going a little bit. These are the resort rooms. These are rabbit hole rooms, so you don't see inside these, and they can hold a certain amount of guests. And there's one of the all-in-one portaloo potty thing majig. Right. So I mean, obviously I've had a look at this resort before because I have watched Let's Plays, but I've never owned it on my own before. And there's another one of those ones there. So it's nice to get a close look and have an idea of what I would like to do. Because as well as getting her lifetime wish and the whole legacy thing, I do want to make a real go of this resort as well. Okay. So let's make some friends. Let's see who we've got. Who's this guy here? Who is he? Alfonso Alto, and who's that? I bet you that's Mrs. Alto. Yep, that's a Mrs. Alto. Okay, who is this? Letitia Cunningham, and we're having a chat with her. Yeah, let's make a silly face to someone we've just met. Why not? She's wearing her dress. Okay. Well, thank goodness we haven't worn our dress, because that would be embarrassing. So let's do... What will we say to her? Will we get to know her? Yeah. Because we want to know our staff, don't we? Azundaven. So we will get to know her. We're really funny, so let's tell her a funny story as well. Romantic interactions? No, I think we'll forget that at the moment. Special, good sense of humour. Let's impersonate some celebrities. Why not? So while she's doing that, we'll have a quick look at the resort management side of things. I think it does pause it. So you can set resort pricing, so you can make it expensive, moderate or affordable. I think we'd be very cheeky if we change it to moderate or expensive at the minute. You can close the resort, you can manage the maintenance crew, which I think looking at the mess of the place we will do right away. And I'm just going to hire 2 guys. 2 or 3. Can I hire 3? Yep. Let's do that. Because you know, last thing you want is a disgusting, dirty resort. You can manage them, which is what we've just done. Resort management. You can. Okay, so our finances. We can have up to 17 guests, and we can make 646 simoleons per day, which is pretty damn good. And expenses, we've got 330, so we're making about 316 simoleons profit per day. So that's pretty good. So she's good. She's good for that round. So it's good that she seems to have made a friend in one of the workers, so that's quite good. Why do I keep getting into romantic? I really don't mean that. Why don't we tell her a joke as well? So what else can we do in the resort management? So let's look at the resort reviews that we've got. So if this place isn't going to serve pancakes, they should put stoves in every room so I could make my own. Okay. What kind of resort doesn't have a pool? Even cheap motels have pools. Fair play. Saying this place is beachfront is a little of an understatement. You can practically walk out of your room and onto the ocean. Thank you. I wouldn't say that's too bad a review. I don't think it's the best, but it's not the worst that you could possibly have when you actually, when you actually look at the place. So we seem to have a family here. We seem to have the Alto family that are staying at the resort. And who's this? This is Valerie Vidal. Okay, so what I'm going to do... Oh no. She isn't feeling so hot. Why not? Arwen isn't feeling so hot. You may want to... Oh, because it's filthy. Filthy resort. Oops. Well, we've sorted that because we've got the maintenance crew now. So she has sorted that. So there's not much we can do but wait for them to sort that out. And that's broken as well. So hopefully the maintenance crew will sort themselves out soon because we really, really don't want that. So what I am going to do, I know she's feeling a bit nauseous, but I want to start her on her scuba diving skills right away. That's important. So let's go and snorkel in the ocean. What does she want to do? She wants to become friends with someone. Because she's a very sociable girl. So she wants that. And I can understand that. So there she goes. There she goes. Because we do want to start her off on a good foot. So let's go. She's getting into our bikini. I think the way that they walk into the water is hilarious. It's obviously there's a lot of stones and it's hurting her feet. Obviously. That must be what it is. Either that or she's, had an accident in her bikini bottoms. I'm sorry, that's not appropriate. Right, so she loves to swim, so she's feeling a bit better now that how long will that last? 44 minutes, that's not too bad. Right. So she's in her scuba gear and she's going scuba diving. Excellent. So while she's doing that, what I think we will do is see what we can do to get a bit of money to improve our resort slightly. So let's zoom in. So I know that we can go directly into the build buy section from here, which is good. So we'll just go in and do that. Now we've got some of our maintenance crew seems to be here now, so that's good. What I would recommend is there are things in this place that you don't need that cost quite a bit. Like, for example, this coffee machine. Let's get rid of that. Don't need that. They can get fed. And that's something that I did notice, we need to make some money. So let's do that. How much? What else can we get rid of? How much is this bathtub worth? 1,000 simoleons? Yeah, you're gone. What else do we have? What else? Yeah, I'm going to sell this. 4,500 simoleons. I am selling this. I am absolutely selling this. Okay. So I think what we'll do is we'll go and purchase some buffet tables and go and see what and get that upgraded, I think. So I'm just going to really just put some of this in just now, just to see how it goes. Where are the things? resort. Okay, so let's go. We'll put in. Okay, that really doesn't match. Why did I pick that? And none of them match that one. What? None of them match it. Right, okay. Let's go for... Okay, so instead of that, why don't we just... We'll copy that one. I'll move it along. Move it along. So we need a breakfast, a lunch, a dinner, and a sweet plate. A sweet plate? That's what my grandpa used to call it, a sweet plate. So if you're really good and you ate all your dinner, you got something off the sweet plate. Which was always his idea of trying to make you eat your dinner. And it worked. Right, so we will set the food quality to medium instead of poor. And you can also set the food type. So currently that's set at lunch. So we'll change that to breakfast. So what do you get? Pancakes. Oh, look at those two on the beach. Oh, that is cute. Obviously enjoying the vacation. Set food quality. Where is she? Why is she out the water? She's going to throw up. Right. She's not nauseous anymore. This isn't good. This isn't good, guys. No, no, no. And she's just going to do it. I can't even click it off. This is not good. Oh, there really is no need. Right, there's no need. Why are you throwing up? You can't be. Please don't tell me that's seasickness. You love to swim. That it's impossible. You can't have seasickness. Go back out. Get up off your towel. Come on. That's it. That's it. Oh, look at the towel. Okay, go and snorkel. That's your responsibility, and that's what I want you to do. So go and do that. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, back to our buffet. So we've got the breakfast. So we need to do lunch. And again, let's set the food type to... No, I've done that. Set food quality to medium. And set the food type of this one to dinner. And quality, medium. And then this sweet plate. That's my lovely Ganda, who's no longer here, unfortunately, always used to say. This sweet plate. So there we go. There you go. So it's starting to look a little bit better. No, who am I kidding? It's still a hot mess. Anyway, let's have a look. So there seems to be a couple other guests. There's Ashley. Oh, she's those two. Bianca Roberts. She looks like to be a staff member. Not a lot of men in the resort, so we're probably going to have to go and look for some men. And she's scuba diving, so her skill is kind of halfway through. Part of the good thing about the new skill, which is loves to swim, is your sim loves to swim. Being in the water gives them a mood boost, which you can see from that. Your sim builds scuba diving skills faster than normal sims, and they can swim for a longer period of time before getting tired, which is excellent. So, if she does that, because it is just one sim, I realise that, a lot of the times you can just be sitting looking at them. So what I am going to do is, during times like skill building and things where we're just kind of waiting on them, I'm pretty much going to, do that in my own time and fast forward through that and just come to you in the bits where it needs be. Who's this? This is Paparazzi. So we'll get Paparazzi already. And that's Alfonso as well. So I think we will get that done. So I think, right, there's someone off that now. So let's go back into buy mode. And that's what I do want to do is that. And just get rid of this rubbish. No, I really don't want a flamingo, just random flamingo. And get rid of this, which is, what is this? C to B. Right. So I think once that area is a bit clear, I think what we'll possibly do is, once we get a bit of money, we'll maybe put a swimming pool in here, put a hot tub, You know, that type of thing. Etc, etc. And I think we'll slowly but surely we'll just use our money. I think we'll focus on the dining area first. Or do you think that would be a better one? Probably the dining. I think the dining would be better. On the rabbit hole rooms, you have a few choices as well. You can turn in for the night, which is what we will do. We will sleep there. And you can put the room service to the room as well. So toggle room service for 25 simoleons. Or you can upgrade for 5,000 simoleons, which we do have. Maybe if we went ahead and did that, that would then give us more money because we could fit more guests and then we could improve other areas quicker. Yeah, I'm going to do that. Oh, I really like that. That looks nice. Apart from the big tree blocking that door, but I wouldn't say that that makes too much of a difference. So let's have a look and see how much, if anything, that has improved our income. Purchase mosquito spray. Why would we need that? Finances. Right, yeah, so that's brought it up quite a lot. So we're making about 550 simoleons now, so you can 27 people I can have now, and my buffet is costing me 10 simoleons. Right, how we doing? You got your skills up yet? I think her skill point is nearly there. I think she is nearly there. She wants to buy a fridge. No, we can't do that as yet. So let's try and speed this up a little bit. Speed it up. Faster. Go a little bit faster. Yes, she's not really understanding this concept of faster, is she? She's not. She's nearly there as well. I'm determined to get her there. There we go. So Arwen Andrews just grasped the basics of scuba diving. She'll always remember that moment where it all started to come together. Okay, so now that I have swum you to absolute death, I am going to get you to go back to your resort. So you can come back here, and we'll feed you. I think you do need fed. So Arwen is ready to begin her underwater adventure, exploring the deep depths of the ocean floor. Arwen can continue building that. Oh, we've got a party going on. Is she dancing to no music, or can I just not hear the music? Test the music here. Okay, well, you shake that thing. Lupito, you shake that thing. Shake that thing. No, shake that thing. Right, what's she going for? Oh, she's going for the steak. She's like that. I've been swimming all day. I need some proper nourishment. So we know she's not a vegetarian then, so she wants her steak. I suppose we have to make them vegetarian, don't we? So that's a really silly thing for me to say. So I think that this legacy challenge might be slightly easier considering that we do have a higher income right away, which is obviously the resort. Let's see if we can we ask her to dine? She's look at her. She's really, really going for it, and I can't hear music. I don't know if it's my headset or what. The only thing about the buffet table is that they don't fill up really quick, so they do end up going up to the buffet for 2 or 3 different trips, which is the only thing. So it does make eating much more, you're kind of at it for a longer period of time. So we'll speed this up. But that did fill up. So let's just, I want to dance with her. Let's dance. Not a slow dance, but I do want to dance with her. So once we've eaten this, she's talking to her. Well, that's great. Right. Okay, no, you don't need you're full. So just deal with that. So let's go and dance. Let's get down with our bad self and show her how it's actually done. And she stops dancing. So the minute that I actually finish stuffing my face, she stops dancing. Okay, and she's going to sleep until she is well rested. So that is the end of day 1, guys. I am going to leave it there. I just want to say thank you so much for joining me. I hope that you have enjoyed our first day. The first few days are always a little bit, I don't know if boring's the right word, but you know, you just try to piece everything together and get her introduced to the island. So I'm going to pick up tomorrow, tomorrow morning probably, in her world. Probably going to pick up in 2 minutes in my world. But again, thanks so much for joining me, guys, and I really hope that you have enjoyed it. Please leave me comments, any feedback, anything that you want. If you want to name this resort, anything, love to hear from you, and I will answer each and every comment. I can guarantee you that. Okay, guys, thanks so much for watching, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.